You wouldn't know Paul and Ringo. You were Paul.
Don't introduce yourself. How you doing?
Hey y'all, here at Hal Mal's. Malcolm White is about to make an announcement.
Probably the largest crowd we've ever had for a news conference for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. I don't know whether to thank Jill or Robert or Children's Hospital or Arden or who, but I'll just thank all of you for being here and being interested in and supportive of this great cause. So, welcome to the courtyard at Hal Mal's, and welcome to the announcements for the 36th annual Hal's St. Patrick's Day. We've been through a lot of changes through the years. We've had a lot of fun. We have raised some money and a lot of awareness for the Madison Children's Hospital, and we believe deeply in the work that they do. And whatever small contribution we can make to that ideal is what we want to accentuate. When my daughter gave birth to my granddaughter at UMMC, I can assure you that it was assuring to me that while we were there, had there been a problem, that we were a few steps away from Madison Children's Hospital. So we are honored and delighted to be a part of that work. So my job, I have 4 things I'm supposed to share with you today. One of them is the date. I'll slow down as people are arriving. We are changing the date, and that is a significant announcement. We have had the same date for 34 years. The very first parade was on a Thursday. It was on March 17th, a Thursday, in 1983. And we got a permit.
In 5 o'clock traffic.
And 5, oh yeah, a rush hour permit granted to us by the Jackson Police Department. And it caused an awful lot of uproar and confusion, and it made the news, much like this event is today. And the question was, how on earth did this renegade guy get a permit to go through rush hour traffic in downtown on a Thursday at 4:30 in the afternoon? And so we took that bit of information and that news and catapulted it into big announcements for the next year, where we would be moving to a Saturday, and we would permanently stay on a Saturday, and we have occupied the 3rd Saturday in March for 34 years. But next year, we will be moving to the 4th Saturday in March. The date is actually March the 23rd. And we are doing that for a multitude of reasons. There will be other people who will speak who can talk about those reasons, but they were in part to bring Jill Connor Brown and the Sweet Potato Queens back into the fold, as they had had the 4th weekend for a very long time in Fondren. And so when that changed, we were happy to invite them back to be a part of the parade that Jill helped birth, create, and certainly make it successful. And so in many, many ways, this is a reunion. It's a date change and a reunion, and it is a joyous reunion, and I couldn't be happier than to have Jill Connor Brown back with us in the streets of downtown Jackson. So the date is the 4th weekend instead of the 3rd. We wanted to do that early because people make plans. Kara said to me this morning as I was leaving the house, why on earth are you having the news conference in late August for an event in late March? And I said, because people plan, and they've had the 3rd Saturday of March on their calendar for a long time, and we've got to let them know well in advance that we're moving to the 4th weekend. Another reason that we're moving is because it historically falls on spring break weekend. And people have complained to me for years and years and years about that. Oh, if it weren't spring break, I would love to have been there. We took the kids to the beach. Sorry it didn't work out. It's always on spring break. We'd love to have our marching band there from our school, but it's on spring break weekend, and so we can't make it. Well, No more excuses, my friends. It's now the 4th weekend in March, and we expect lots of marching bands, lots of families, and lots of spring breakers with new tans to come downtown and to join us for this parade. So the theme this year, I'm happy to announce, is 2019, a magical mystery tour. It is a Beatles theme for those of you who are under 30 and don't know what a magical mystery tour is. And our Grand Marshal is the one and only Robert St. John. Not your year, Wyatt, it's Robert's year. Thank you for being here. Former Grand Marshal. Do we have other former Grand Marshals in the room? Well, of course. That's emeritus. Emeritus. So Robert, being a big Beatles fan, and also appropriate that he and Wyatt are launching their own magical Mississippi tour in October. And there will probably be many more of these, and I'll let him talk about that. I thought it was fitting to invite Robert to be the Grand Marshal, to honor all the good work that he does, and also to sort of steal his idea for the magical mystery tour. We will have a Beatles band. Arden will talk about that. We will certainly play that theme up. If you don't know what the Beatles look like during that period, you can Google it. If you don't know who the Beatles are, you can Google it. So we don't want to leave you in the dark. And so finally, it is my honor to announce, which I've already done, the return of Jill Connor Brown and the Sweet Potato Queens to Hal's St. Patty's Day Parade this coming year, and we are delighted about that. You'll hear from Jill a little later on. So we're going to move on through the order of business here. Wanda Wilson is here with the Visit Jackson Convention and Visitors Bureau, longtime partners and supporters of this effort. We're glad that you're here. I mean, I could go around the room and thank everybody. I am certainly grateful to the media for being here, because it is in fact a very busy news day. We couldn't have picked perhaps a busier news day with the passing of the lottery, the special session, the infrastructure bill, and of course the 13th anniversary of Katrina, which is a solemn occasion that we have to revisit each year in Mississippi, and we have to remember those whose lives were changed forever by that devastating storm, but that is what it is. So it is my pleasure now to introduce to you Dr. Mary Taylor from UMMC. Dr. Taylor.
Good morning. Thank you all. Thank you, Malcolm and Jill, for your tireless support of Children's Hospital, Children's of Mississippi. Most of you probably know that about a couple of miles down the road here, we're building a new children's hospital. It's an expansion of our current hospital. It will provide services to children that we've never had before. It will bring all of our facilities up to the state of the art that they need to be as the only children's hospital in this whole state. So we are pledged to keep taking care of children from the entire state. There are about 800,000 children in the state of Mississippi. And over the last few years, we've recruited physicians from all over the country, all over the world really, that specialize in the care of children of different subspecialties. And we're building a facility to really help take care of the patients that we serve. In this new building, we'll have a new imaging center, so children won't have to travel 1/4 of a mile to get an MRI, for example. When they get there, it will be a child-friendly MRI, so it will be much more inviting for children. They won't be as frightened, need less sedation, that type of thing. We'll have a new operating room, so there'll be 10 new operating rooms, new procedural areas, new ICU, new heart ICU, cardiac ICU, and 2 floors of neonatal intensive care unit, which most of you probably haven't ever visited our neonatal intensive care unit, but it is a very, very crowded place. Mississippi has a very high prematurity rate, and we have about 100 babies put into a space that really should keep 30 or 40 babies at the most. So we are building 2 floors of neonatal intensive care unit rooms that will have individual patient rooms where the parents can stay with the babies, and they'll have kind of the comforts of home right there in their room. So that really brings us up to rival our regional partners in taking care of children will be a hospital that anyone would want to send their child to. We also will have an outpatient facility, so a new clinic building that will help us take care of children with all kinds of complex needs. So we are very, very, very excited for this building to be coming out of the ground. It will be finished in August of 2020. We have a site, growchildrens.org, where you can donate to that. And I think we have really experienced a huge support of our whole community. So we really are dependent on people like Malcolm and Jill to help us with this effort. But we've raised about $66 million so far. And our goal is to have $100 million in philanthropic contributions to the building. The whole building project is about $200 million, $180 million. And we will be finished in August of 2020. So we're very, very excited. We would love to have you contribute, come visit the hospital, see what we're all about. But I think they know and have taken it to heart. Jill has helped us quite a bit with some equipment that we use every day and that type of thing. So we are very indebted to both Malcolm and Jill for their contributions, and thank you all for any help that you can give. Thank you.
Apparently I'm next. I'm Jill Connor Brown. I am the sweet potato queen. Right, this is what came to me when all of this came about, and I'm very grateful to Malcolm and Art for us being invited back. And I think this is brilliant. But what this means to me is, first of all, you see Patty is the biggest word in there. This is the only costume I'm wearing today. This is where we started. I've not made a speech anywhere in the country at any time where I did not give Malcolm White credit for giving us the reason to exist in that first parade, in whichever year we debated on it was. The Symphony Park, I'm profoundly grateful to Fondren, to Paul Wolf, to Jim Wilkerson, to Jeff Good, to Jennifer Emerson, to Nathan and Tim Flynn, to Commander McGowan, to everybody in Fondren who helped us make that happen for those several years. There are several things that I'm most proud of about that event that we put on in Fondren. The first one being in 2013, we put on the very first and only, as far as I know, in the United States, statewide welcome home parade for Vietnam veterans. I'm wearing my medal today for that. I'm very proud of that. We also were able to, in those short years, to raise close to $600,000 for Children's Hospital. That is the easiest cause in the world to get behind. I don't care what cause you got. There are great causes out there. Sick babies trumps everything, every time. We were able to purchase giraffe beds that are particularly dear to Dr. Taylor's heart. We were also able to fund the special van for the palliative care kids. There are 5 kids who live in the hospital full time. They were only able to leave on a field trip once a month because they had one rickety van that could only transport one of them with all their equipment and all their attendants, and at a time, by the time they got them all someplace, it was time to start taking one back. And so we were able to outfit a special van that takes them all. So they are out in the roads all the time now, and I'm profoundly grateful for that opportunity. But we come back to Patty. We have come back full circle. This is an opportunity with this new date to build this into just a phenomenal event for all concerned. There are people, when we had the parade in 1999, when my first book came out, the next year we had people from 22 states. We saw a sign that said, North Dakota loves the sweet potato queens. Who knew there were people in North Dakota and they could get out? But people will travel. They will take time off work. They will buy airplane tickets. They will pay for hotel rooms and come to Jackson, Mississippi for no other reason than to dress up funny and walk down the street with us. And we want them. We want their outside money coming in here. We want to turn them upside down and send them home penniless. I'm very excited to announce that during the parade run the New Stage Theater. Will be producing for the first time the Sweet Potato Queens musical, which has been in production for so many years. I've actually got bored talking about it. It's taken so long to bring it to fruition. Melissa Manchester wrote the music. Sharon Vaughn wrote the lyrics. Rupert Holmes wrote the book. Rupert Holmes also wrote the Pina Colada song, which is not why I'm excited. He wrote The Mystery of Edwin Drood, which was the only show in the history of Broadway. He won every single Tony. And so they will be here for the opening of the musical produced at New Stage. So Patty Peck Honda is going to give us a car to give away, to raffle off. That's how we've been able to raise so much money for the hospital. So many good things are happening around this. I want everybody out there listening, reading, whatever, if you are capable in any way of doing anything, if you can sit on the side of the road, you can spectate, come and do that. If you can ride on a float, come and do that. If you can march, come and do that. Participate. This is our city. This is our event. This is our opportunity to build this into a major international destination event for our city and our hospital. Just get out there in the streets, come and have fun. You will not ever be sorry that you came. We are delighted to be invited back. We're profoundly grateful, and we are looking forward. Somebody asked me, they said, well, I thought you would be in your outfit. I said, no, you didn't. We did not think that. The only trepidation I have about this new change and us appearing in Hal's St. Patty's Day Parade is that, well, now I will say this is only for myself because all of my queens are very young and sprightly and perfect in every way. I, on the other hand, am a very old woman. And I benefit greatly from being seen from a distance in the dark, dimly lit from overhead lights on a moving float. This will be the first time in many years that I have appeared in all of that garb in broad daylight, in public. I'm considering adding veils to our outfits this year. So that will be the new innovation. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Hey everybody, I'm Robert St. John. I am, as you heard a minute ago, your Grand Marshal. And I got to tell you, I am so excited about this. I've been a big fan. I was living in Jackson in '84, I guess, when the second parade rode. I was not a part of it, but I remember seeing it, and it caught me up in traffic. And I didn't know Malcolm as well as I do now, but I was probably cussing him a little bit that day. So, I'm excited for several reasons to be a part of this. One being Malcolm and Jill are both good friends of mine and have been for a long time, and the fact that I'm going to be a part of this in such a manner when those two get back together for this event, it means a lot to me. I love being a part of it for that reason. The fact that the theme is Magical Mystery Tour, the Beatles, is really exciting to me, and that's going to be fun. I'm going to have fun with that. As Malcolm mentioned earlier, my best friend, collaborator, business partner, Wyatt Waters, was Grand Marshal of this parade 3 or 4 years ago, was it? Oh yeah. So I'm gonna rely on him. He's gonna give me some good Grand Marshalling tips and hints. But he did dye his hair orange that year. I do not have enough hair to dye orange, so I might just shave my parade. We don't know. Most of all, what I'm excited about is there's an event. Is someone who loves Mississippi, as I do, and I look at probably the two premier events, not in the city of Jackson, but in the state of Mississippi. I think you would have to say it's the Dixie National Rodeo and it's the Hal's St. Patty's Day Parade. To my knowledge, there's only one of those that does their work for charity, and the fact that they've chosen the Children's Hospital and that I could be a very, very small part of that makes me very happy, makes me grateful, as I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir here, how lucky we are to live in a state that's got a guy like Malcolm White who not only has brought a lot to this state musically, artistically, which he still does through the Arts Commission, but heading this parade up for so long, that does so much for so many people, especially kids. So again, I am honored. It just tickles me to death to be a part of this for so many reasons. I look forward to it. I've done a good bit in my life. I've been lucky to be a part of a lot of stuff, but I got to tell you that it's going to be hard for me to sleep till next March. This is really, really fun for me. So I appreciate being asked. I am truly honored, and I look forward to it. So thanks, and thanks for being here today.
All right, so we are now available for questions. I did want to recognize Arden Barnett, our partner in all of this, and all the hard work that he does and continues to do. Not only books the bands and handles the production, but he helps us raise money and keeps us on track. And so we are actually online live right now for float registration. So if you're fired up about this, you can literally take your phone out of your pocket and register to be in the 2019 Magical Mystery Tour Al St. Patty's Day Parade and reunion with the Sweet Potato Queens, Zip, Patty, Doodah, etc. All right, so there was something else you wanted to say?
Music lineup.
Yeah, I don't know the music line. I know we've got a Beatles tribute band. Arden, come on up here with your handsome self and your sport coat. Arden is in charge of this.
So the music lineup, I'm going to keep it a secret. We will announce that at a later date. I didn't even want to tell you about the other thing, but anyway, lots of surprises coming. It's all good. And yes,
okay. Yeah. So we will announce the musical lineup later. And again, I repeat that we are working very hard this year to attract marching bands, schools, universities, community colleges. We're really drum lines, community marching bands. We're really trying to make a push this year. So if you're associated with, affiliated with, a parent of, a member of a marching musical outfit, please know that we'd love to have you in the parade this year. All right, questions? There's always so many questions. Well, good. You can speak to us on the side if you'd like to. We're really grateful that you're here. It means a lot to us. We believe deeply, as I said in my opening remarks, in the work that we do both with the Madison Children's Hospital and for promoting the city of Jackson. We believe in Jackson. That's the reason I've got my tired old self down here for going on 34 years in this building when I could have done what we do here somewhere else. We've done it here deliberately because we believe in Jackson, we believe in downtown, we believe in the capital city, and I hope that you do as well. And one of the things that happens on this day is that a lot of people who live in Jackson, Rankin, Madison, and Hinds County come downtown for the first time in a long time, and they get their minds blown because they still think the King Edward is boarded up. They still think Capitol Street is one way. They don't know that there's a Weston. They have no idea that the art walls have been put online. They don't know that the Faulkner is about to open. They don't know about the art garden at the Museum of Art. They don't know about the convention center because they hadn't been downtown in a while. So we're really excited about being the reason that a lot of people come downtown and see the exciting things that are going on. So anyway, I could go on forever, but I will not. So if there aren't any questions formally, we'll be happy to take your questions us on the side. And again, thank you very much for being here, and we will see you on the streets on March the 23rd, 2019.
For the media, if anybody wants, I have a press kit at the end that you can collect that has bios and all that.
All right, y'all just heard the news. I'm so excited you heard it first. I'm about to go hop in the car sorry, I had a phone call. This is live. I meant to do that. But anyway, I'm excited. Y'all know I love the parade. I've been in the parade. I've been a part of this parade since 2010, raising money. I've been in the parade doing things. We walked the Sweet Potato Queen parade, and we raised money. That was a lot of fun that year. I'm so excited they're joining together because I just think it's needed to be done. So thank y'all for watching. Share this video with everybody you know, especially in the state of Mississippi. If you're not in the state of Mississippi, share anyway, because that would be a great weekend for you to come over and see what we do. I've got my host Cindy Toucher here with me. She showed up. Hey girls. Hey. What did you think?
I'm so excited about a lot of things. I'm excited about Jill coming around and coming back to the parade and it all combining as one. I'm excited that's going to be at a better time on the 4th Sunday, because I know a lot of times with children the spring break thing does get in the way. And I'm really excited about Robert St. John being the Grand Marshal, because I love Robert St. John.
We're just asking him to do a vlog as soon as we finish this, because we want to vlog with him. So y'all, thank y'all for watching this. I hope that y'all are excited as we are. Just makes you want to really give back, especially with the new hospital that they're building. That is amazing. I did not know that. I knew some of this stuff. But y'all, thank you for watching. We could not do this without our sponsors. Calistoga Wine and Spirits in Ridgeland, Mississippi. Y'all go by there, talk to Sean. He's got a great selection of everything. Also, thank you to Kim Goodson Realty, who she is a phenomenal realtor in the area. She can sell you a house. She can find you a house. She's one of the best realtors. She is one of the top in the 1 million club, whatever that means, or the 5 million. I can't remember, but she knows what she's doing. Also, thank you so much to Posh
Maternity and FLowood on Market Street. Great maternity clothes. If you have anybody in your life who is pregnant right now, that's a great place to shop for them, for special occasion clothes or just everyday things.
Yeah, she's got some cute things. And y'all, I could not do this without Village Boutique. They are big supporters of us. They sponsor a lot of our vlogs. I actually have on one of their really cute shirts. I got it last week. I hate that. I can't show you. Well, wait a minute. I can't rotate while taping. So this is it. Go by Village Boutique. She's got some cute things. I love it. I put it on with about 5 pair of pants this morning. They all look good. So thank you to Dana and Kayla at the crew of Village Boutique. They're in Madison, Mississippi. She can ship online if you need it shipped. So thank y'all so much, and we will see you around the town.